Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'm very excited and very happy to bring you my episode review and reaction to the series premiere of Lovecraft Country. Oh, man, that was great! Oh wow, what a hell of a series opener and such a satisfying climax. Oh man. Oh, that was awesome. Now, before I begin, of course, please be warned, I will be discussing characters, plot details, giant spoilers, all that jazz. So if you have not watched the series premiere of Lovecraft Country, for God's sake, get out there and watch it. It's great! And don't keep watching or listening to this video because I will be discussing spoilers. Okay, spoiler warning is given. You have been warned. Let's jump back into it. Oh, man, that was great. Okay, I will admit, at first, I was disappointed. As awesome as that opening scene was, I was a little disappointed when I realized this is a fantasy or a dream that our main character, Atticus, is having. As awesome as that Cthulhu-looking creature was, it was part of a fantasy. So it got me wondering, shit, will this thing actually make a physical, real appearance in this show? Like, will this be one of the many creatures they hopefully encounter or have to face off against? It's possible. So that left me just a tad bit disappointed. But man, those final 10 minutes or 14 minutes, whatever they were, when they were trapped in the cabin with the racist cops and the other racist cops started getting picked off one by those ravenous, multi-eyeball looking creatures. That made up for it. That was great. That was a huge highlight of this episode. But not only that, we established some really likable, awesome characters, their relationships to one another, their goal or their ultimate end game in mind, locate Atticus's missing father. And this also answered a few other questions. This is not an alternate 1950s where Lovecraftian creatures are randomly running around. This is actually the real 1950s, but nobody seems to know or is aware that there are these supernatural monsters running around until just now at this very moment. And then the birthright thing, from the trailers, it was hard to tell if he was referring to something that was a birthright for African Americans or if it was just a birthright for his particular family. And now it's established it's for Atticus's particular family, for himself and the Freeman family. So we got those answers, those questions answered. And then the show also did a really good job with setting a tone of discomfort, awkwardness, and super high tension when it came to the scenes involving racism. As uncomfortable as they were, you can only imagine I can only imagine what it must be like to actually endure racism. And I feel like this episode did a very good job of setting a tone of what kind of bigotry and obstacles our main characters are going to face for this first season. Obstacles, pertaining mostly to racism, and then obviously creatures ripped out of H.P. Lovecraft's lore. I also love the bit where Uncle George there was quoting that line from Dracula, and I love the fact they confirmed when Atticus says, yeah, it's a line from Dracula to the racist sheriff. I was like, that is such not a Lovecraft reference, but a Bram Stoker one. I'm like, hey, I'm glad that they threw that out there. It's still a supernatural horror novel reference. So hey, that was great. Wow, what an episode. Like I said, they touched on so many great things here. Did a great job with the feeling and tone of racism, unfortunately, but it's probably going to be a big motivator for the story. And then that fantastic sequence where, in a lot of race drama movies or TV shows where you see a bunch of white cops pinning a black guy or multiple black people down to the ground with their guns on the back of their head, and they're about to kill him or arrest him. In this case, they're about to kill him. It was so nice to have a change of pace where, obviously, yes, this is fantasy-based, but they had these creatures inadvertently save the day by causing a ruckus and then killing most of all of the racist cops while our three characters got away. It was a great way to break the tension and introduce us to some amazing-looking creatures, which I hope will appear throughout this season. Oh, it was great. All right, guys, I've gushed on long enough about this. Overall, I loved the series premiere. I can't wait to rewatch it, and I'm looking forward to what the rest of the season holds in store for us. What did you think? I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comments section. Thanks again for watching. Have an awesome rest of your night, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.